Onlydraven here, and today we're doing just a kind of brief video in 7 Days to Die. So in this series, basically what I'm doing is I've taken the Navisgain, however you want to pronounce it, map, so the standard map in 7 Days to Die, and I'm going to slowly start rebuilding the world. Just kind of taking it back as much as I can to a pre-apocalypse kind of look. And so today we're going to take a look at Diersville. Now, full disclosure, I did do this in creative, so you're going to see me flying around and stuff. But I basically went through Diersville and cleaned it up. Rebuilt the buildings, repainted it, fixed everything, rebuilt the buildings, the walls, so on and so forth. And then I also went inside and corrected it. Cleaned off the streets, cut the grass, because who wants a nasty lawn? And just made the houses livable again. I did this for two reasons. There are a few things that I didn't fix. Like occasionally I left, as you can see here, some broken banisters and such, because I still wanted to look like it was lived in. But basically what I've done is I've gone into the home, rebuilt the furnitures, and refixed the rooms, repainted everything. A lot of these buildings, if you play in the game, you're going to recognize that when you're going through here normally, there's trash everywhere, busted stairwells, things of that nature, windows boarded up. And in this game, all I've done is basically rebuild all of that. So I'm showing you this house as an example. Now, the main reason that I did this is that I'm going to try to get some other people, put a little server together, and we're going to run basically some different Let's Plays type games in here. What I'm going to do is stock different buildings with different supplies, give people a specific amount of time to loot those buildings before I start spawning in zombies on them, and basically give them different types of jobs or interactions, like get to here, find a this, put a this together while trying to survive an ever-increasing zombie horde that I'll be placing around the city and such. So I think it should be a lot of fun. But today I'm just kind of showing off what I've done in the buildings and the repairs that were made. Like I said, cleaning up all the trash and fixing up some of these buildings. If you played the game normally, I apologize, I didn't put lights in there, but you see I've fixed everything from the cupboards, repainting the walls, fixing the ceilings, cleaning up all the trash, redoing the furniture, and just making it almost look like, a zombie apocalypse has not happened yet. Now again, this is still working within the game's parameters, so there are still some things that look a little rough, such as some of the grounds, the concrete outside. I did not rebuild all of the asphalt of the roads to get rid of the trash. I mean, considered it, but I felt that was just a little bit overkill. But again, this is kind of what we put together, and to do this, my thought process is it'll be a lot of fun to run different scenarios and such in the game. And I'm going to do it in different locations, different cities as well. Some of these buildings still have hidden secrets that were there that I rebuilt around but still left in there. And some of these buildings, if you're familiar, have a lot of damage done to them normally. Like this building here is a good example. If we look at this one here in the end, normally there's a giant hole in the wall right there. There's a car in the downstairs just chilling in the kitchen. So rebuilding all that, repainting it, making it look pre-apocalyptic was kind of my goal. And in a lot of these scenarios, I think the end game is going to be, ending up at the hospital. Maybe you've got to get to the hospital. Maybe you've got to fight through a horde at the hospital. I got rid of all the junk cars that I could, placed the better-looking vehicles to make it look a little more realistic. And then, of course, completely rebuilt the hospital as well. So the hospital is 100% restored, with one exception. And I'll get to that in a second, but see, normally there would be a smashed wall here with ramps leading down. All the doors would be barricaded, and you'd have to kind of fight your way or find your way through this hospital scenario to make it to the roof. And some of that's still going to exist in the scenarios we're going to run, but more than anything else, I wanted it to look like, hey, this is the zombie apocalypse new. Now, I've not restocked weapons and supplies yet because a lot of that's going to be based on the scenario that we're running at the time. This front room is the one room that I left completely blank, and there's going to be a reason for that when we get to the scenarios. But when it comes to the actual different floors and such themselves, like I said, I cleaned out a little bit of the central rooms, but most of everything else is going to be pretty much rebuilt. New hospital beds, fixed holes in walls, fixed all the windows, unbarricaded everything, and also got rid of all the things that were blocking the walls, so you were kind of originally railroaded to go specific routes. But I've rebuilt all the stairs, of course repainted all of those, repainted all of the walls, and left some of the lights up, some of the things that were there, because I'm okay with it looking like there's still some construction going on. I'm fine with that, but I wanted it to look clean for the purposes of the scenarios. And I'm going to save multiple of them, so as I run different scenarios, we'll have the base map to start from, to come back to for different scenarios. And I'm going to do other than just this. Left some body bags there, just for comedy. Yeah, body bags. So, I've reorganized as much as I possibly could, just to make everything look better. Cleaning up all the extra trash and such that was around. Just trying to get it back to scratch. So, anyways, just kind of wanted to show off what I was doing there. To give an idea of what it looks like before we do the different scenarios that we're going to start posting and sharing online. Those will be coming out probably within the next month or so as I gather my team together to film some of these things. I may even eventually be looking for some help with that. So may throw some invites out to the community, see if we can get some more people in to put some of these together. But really excited at the prospect of it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to just kind of walk into the world and kind of live through maybe part of what the zombie apocalypse was that caused 7 days to be the world as we know it when we normally play the game. And so just kind of set it up looking a little pretty, so that way we can kind of mess it all up again. So, but anyways, today's video, like I said, was just a brief overview of what I've been doing here in Diersville, which is kind of the easier town to start with. And will be scenarios out in the country as well, maybe the different camps around the lake, the other cities for sure, maybe some of the junkyards in the deserts, but we'll have different scenarios for different areas. So I'm excited to share those with you. Hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more detail, like going into the houses and seeing how everything looks inside, I don't mind doing another video of that. Just let me know down in the comments if there's enough people that want to see something like that. I don't mind putting it together. But, you know, like I said, a lot of these homes were just completely devastated, stairs busted out, walls, holes everywhere. So it took a little while to get in there, repaint everything, get it looking all pretty again. Like I said, I did leave a cupboard open and such now here and again, just to make it look kind of cool. Well, thank you so very much for watching today. Appreciate you hanging out. If you have any questions, comments, be sure to drop them down in the bottom. Be happy to reply as quickly as I possibly can. If you have suggestions for other things you'd like to see in 7 days, or different scenarios you think would be fun to run, throw them down there as well. If you like the video, please click like and be sure to subscribe to my channel for all my different types of video content that I'll be putting out. You see a lot more Let's Plays and different games and such coming out here in the near future. So, thank you again for watching. Have a good day.